Hi guys, welcome to a new episode. It's a blissful day. I hope you are doing fantastic today. You are being kind to yourself and to everybody around you, especially those that you're spending the most amount of time with, whether being your husband, wife, your kids. So be patient, be kind, right? Just kind of notice I'm kind of wearing a YouTube T-shirt today, so I'm kind of representing since I'm making this for YouTube. I'm going to start today with a really powerful and awesome quote by somebody you definitely heard of, and you've seen them a lot on the television. So that's a little hint hint. So here's the quote: "Don't complain about what you don't have. Use what you've got. To do less than your best is a sin. Every single one of us has the power of greatness because greatness is determined by service to yourself and to others." So this quote comes from Oprah Winfrey, a fantastic self-made woman uh, who started from very humble beginnings, ended up, not only having a financial success, but I think she ended up transforming millions of lives. Um, as I was kind of prepping for this a little bit, I started reading about her humble beginnings. And I'm gonna start, maybe classically. She was born in 1954. She was a product of a short love affair between her father, who was a soldier, and her mom. And the dad left, and she stayed with the her mom's family on a little tiny farm. And you know, typical rural, really poor family. Not even a plumbing in a house. The clothes that she was wearing, it had to be, self-made or handmade by the family. So she was staying over there, I think, till she was 6. Her mom left a bit early to Milwaukee, so she was spending a lot of time playing with the kids, going to the church. And what I read, that she liked to focus a lot of time in the sermon, and she would go and repeat it, in the play, to the other kids the day after. So kind of little thing what she liked to do. And when she moved with her mom to Milwaukee, she, I think, was there for about 8 years. But nothing really, still very poor, definitely, and a little bit of trouble. She ended up getting sexually abused. I found out she lost a baby at the age of 14, so her mom decides to maybe give her away to a home for troubled teenagers. However, the home is full, so she's not able to go there. And when I'm reading this, like, I was like, wow, I have no clue how this woman, had to go through all of this. Um, and what happened next, I think it's her mom ended up talking to her dad, and they ended up sending her to stay with her dad and his wife. And I think she received a lot of love and discipline back there, and that kind of set her on the way to go. And I think he was very well known and respected, kind of religious man in the African American community. So I think that gave her maybe a sense of purpose, or a sense of um, of of community, and that kind of helped her to establish her career. And she also started going to school over there, and next she starts working for a radio station. Then the next thing is got TV news, and then she relocates to Baltimore, and in Baltimore she kind of meets what I read, the first failure in her life was, I think she had a very friendly tone when she was doing the when she was a TV anchor, but in Baltimore I think they wanted a bit more professional a sound. So they put her on the talk show, and it was called People Are Talking. And when I read that she said once the show was finished, she had this feeling in her heart, and she was thinking to herself, thank God I finally found what I'm really good at and what I'll be doing for the rest of my life. So it's a good, those little aha moments, right? And why is it? Why am I talking about her? Why am I talking about her problems and issues? Because I think all of us have our difficulties. We all come to this earth with, little, or some of us a little bit more. But it's ultimately up to us what we're going to do with this and how we're going to be using our talents. So I know that even yesterday personally I had a little bit tough day. I was not motivated. I was a bit kind of lazy. And it's in those moments, it's like you have to think, it's like, what is my goal? What am I here to accomplish? I know this time will eventually run out. So it's like, let's use this time wisely. And and as Oprah would say, it's like to do less than your best is a sin, right? Because every single one of us is has a power of greatness, because greatness is determined by service to yourself and to others. So I definitely want to take that to my heart, and I will encourage everybody, you guys on the other side, to do exactly the same thing. Not only that, as we think of Oprah right now, we are thinking about success. Some of us think about power, but I really think about, when I think of her, is I think being self-made, and I think it's being self-content. Ultimately, she's on a mission to, uh, maybe helping herself, and by doing that, she kind of started a big empire, and a lot of people were able to benefit, and learn from her journey. But at the same time, I think she's empowering other people as well. Not only she's, I think, contributed a lot financially to colleges, to a lot of non-for-profits, so we all can, benefit and learn something from that life. So I would truly encourage you to kind of go and push hard today. Do what you're meant to do. I believe in you. I believe in myself. Let's do this, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.